Secluded beach. Or is it? Secluded beach. Seaside thud. Quite a bit of hit points. I'd like to test something here. What if we open up with the Rapture? What kind of results could we expect?
These subs are angling for a fight. I'll
How do
happily
they
oblige.
attack? Right. They also get saving throws. Chance to resist charm 20%, so that's not high. It'll likely last for those 2 turns. I want to know, well, how are they gonna act? I don't want to throw anything there, at least not too badly. We're gonna... What are we gonna do? I'm gonna cover my own ass in case some trouble comes, so they won't need it on reaching me.
Anoint the land, blessed seven.
Prepare for the next turn. But mostly interested in how they treat the charmed guy. Especially the arrows. Knockdown arrows. Charm arrow, no? Fire arrow. Why shoot at different targets? Good, good. Ooh, he's done for. Return and knockdown. So more or less, what is that? Nether Chester. It's a bard, undead bard. I think we need to spread the joy here a little bit. The oil isn't doing me any favors. I want to get rid of the fire immunity. Fire immunity aura. Well, isn't that fun? Always something. No, we can do other things.
From the tingling in my fingers to the twitching
I need to get
of your
closer to them
corpse.
to getting the action going. How durable are you? Very durable. Ooh, he's no longer under my control. I need to get rid of him then. Poison would work mostly on them though, wouldn't it? She didn't stay knocked down all that long. Fire is now actually a detriment here. Water immunity aura, so it switches. That's interesting. Also more convenient for me, I can do a lot more fire damage than water damage. This is slightly bad. I need to cure myself at this point. I might be able to do it in a different way. I'll suck some life out of them.
Good as a new penny.
And I think I need something about on top of that. They're very likely going to start healing themselves, so I would really like someone to actually die here.
Eternal silence awaits you.
They don't have a cleric, so I don't think they will resurrect. Son, 2 turns, I'm dead.
The Seven, call me home.
Yeah, I can't do anything. So there's just so many status effects going on, it's impossible to do anything. Interesting thing. We did identify the problem there though. It's the spellcaster has to be dealt with quickly. We have to go with some kind of an opening strike. We have to prevent her from casting the Jester. Even then, things aren't actually going to be all that simple for us. There's at least 3 guys that can do status effects that would, if they hit me, I'm basically dead. So that's no good.
These sons are angling for a fight. I'll happily oblige.
I think she'll resist it very quickly, so that won't last. Also, if I do damage to her, we might lose the charm. So, how are we gonna deal with this then? We can probably spread the fire quite a bit. Alone is not really enough. I'm thinking of maybe smoke grenades afterwards, after the second attack. This way I can cover my own ass. They can still get me, but I'm fairly well protected.
See this? Watch very closely.
Summoner isn't that strong. But she'll resist that charm, very likely. Right. That was good. That was very, very good. Yeah, can't use summon creatures. This is a interesting feature though. A simple smoke grenade can prevent summon creatures. Even though it's hard to see how that would work, but it does. I sort of do need something though. Hardly matters because I can't get it. Yep. Burn in hell then.
Easy to make, hard to escape. Toxic rocket!
They have so many status effects. That's why I'm throwing grenades after grenade after grenade. I need to something to happen here.
You can only hold your breath for so long.
Inconvenient for everyone. I mean, should be protected from most melee attacks. Maybe two can attack me. Most of them will die if they try to attack. Right. Yep. A couple of grenades and the situation was basically done with. And a good opening shot with a charm.
Punch of the pyromancer!
The difference between a fight that you basically have no chance of winning and something that you can put an end to very quickly in a couple of turns. So tactics mode indeed. I don't see charm being all that useful thrown in the middle of a fight. It's very expensive for me to use. I suppose against certain opponents it can still be somewhat effective. But I think this is the use we are gonna have for it. Identifying problematic targets and playing them out, especially in the back row or in the middle of defenses. If they get charmed, they're dead. Bonus point for them using specialty attacks and arrows to finish things.
Bless this cell. I am
Could I
restored.
actually take this with me?
Did someone leave an oven door open?
It's a mobile kitchen that should be fairly cheap, but why can't I ever take these mobile kitchens with me? They're not that mobile apparently. Can I just put it in my inventory or something? I mean, how the fuck do you use a mobile kitchen? I don't get it. I mean, it's 0.4 in weight. It's not some kind of a massive ton weighing truck there that I should be carrying around. It's just a slight, more or less is a pot that we carry around. It has mobile in its goddamn name, so why isn't it mobile? You can carry 60-pound oil barrels, but not 0.4-pound mobile kitchens. We'll keep making these. At least we'll have them at smelting locations all over the map. Why did I get experience out of this? Looking a nice rope, unidentified sharp rundle dagger, and static cloud arrow. It's nothing to do with the content of the chest.
Potent heat.
Right.
Did someone leave an oven door open?
Grenade situation is still fairly strong.
Did
Have
someone
to
leave
make
an
more.
oven door open?
A key to something. Ornate chest. We should be able to deal with these. Also, that's at least 4 elemental essences we can get from this.
But first, you must prove your work until I looked our trap.
Of course, a short tea. We must march with fair weather.
I wonder if there's a benefit in trying to learn all the stories about the statues, that how they cause people to die. I've got 2.
Noble creature. Oh, sure. There. Oh, I scored by.
Bravest knight, lo, I am stuck it false like a barnacle upon the hound of time. But while my body is confined in a stone...
Okay, what happens if I agree to his little
Bravest
trick?
knight, lo, I am stuck it false
The
like
instant
a
death?
mightily shorteth. Knowing the truth might prove difficult for thine to handle it. The hero...
End the game? End credits. See the future, right? Yeah. Just thinking what would be a good attack here. We can't use Earth against it anyway, so might as well go with the okay Earth attack.
My binds are broken. My power is unleashed.
Air wings. They don't look all that impressive. Isn't physical protections. Don't really have an air damage spells all that much. I think I'll try to keep him contained with the skill. He probably has petrification attacks. Ah, what? Why did he do that? That makes no sense. He did a Earth Shield, but he was already immune to Earth. The Earth Shield just lowers his resistances to air. I don't get it. Yeah, minus 125%. Not that I have all that many air attacks, so in that sense it doesn't matter. We have scrolls. This is a fine situation to use them. And stun. That's game over for them. No adrenaline for me. We can use oil to get rid of boy wounds.
Waste has a drop.
Earth
Good as a
essence.
new penny.
That's the only thing I'm really interested in. So at least
Back
4
on my
essences.
feet again.
I think elementals in general will drop single essence every time. We'll go probably with air. We have very few air attacks. I put an air shield on it. How would I... I'll have to spend an actual spell on it. Can't be helped.
My prison.
There probably was another way to do it. Single lightning bolt wasted on a skull isn't much of a price to pay for. Earth vulnerability. However, if the previous fight is an indication, he'll cast an air shield, making him more vulnerable to Earth. So I think we're going to summon an Earth creature to help us here. See how things go. You could hit him if you wanted to, you know? Yeah, you take a little bit of extra damage. Air absorption shield. First and foremost, I need you to come back so the spider can kill you. Probably try to run away again. So we should be able to get a hit on him. Nope. Fair enough. Do it the other way.
Prepare to be hugged.
Any kind of damage. Doesn't have range attacks at all. Just don't have them. Might be able to do a rush if I move a little bit. That's unlikely too.
We won't be hearing from you for a while.
Victory for us. Air essence, frost grenade, or cloth caps. Fire should be simple enough.
Join us, Satisfied. Everything I touch burns in sacrifice.
Ah, the salty air on my tongue. The sun.
A sharp bite deals more damage.
What better way to celebrate life than with a fight?
Seven, crush it like an axe. I needed that.
Okay, every one of them is gonna summon their own element. Banish summoned creatures would have been a great spell to have too, I guess. And we fail.
Cold heart.
Okay, the demon is pretty weak. I don't want to use earth damage, it'll probably just ignite the guy. I can use a single scroll. I need a decent amount of specific scrolls here. I'll use an ice shard. Don't think it matters really what we do with this one. Low level summons, no matter what the elemental type, just don't have hit points. Everyone can just get rid of them fairly easily. Okay, if I use the rain, I'll summon another demon, won't I?
A stitch in time, eh, my friends?
Is he going to have a fire weakness then? Yes, that's exactly what it should have.
A stitch in time, eh, my friends?
Indeed.
As good as a new penny. Ah. Glacial grass.
At last, fresh air upon my scales. Now to test out these long, petrified limbs.
Fiery cut.
Without a doubt has a chance to summon the elemental, but it's more or less all he can do. It'll be over. No? Not even that. It's a weird tactic that I don't understand.
Teleportation.
I could also use another fire attack of some sort. Or any kind of elemental attack of another sort, really. The close range version of that attack is fine. However, I always have to close distance with everything, or use grenades or something.
The caves are locked, demon's done. Let's go inside and have some fun.
Yeah, this wasn't exactly all that interesting as far as experience is concerned, but elemental essence are fairly valuable. This looks like silver. Silver can be used to make silver arrowheads. I think it's about 4 per orb. The thing is, I have no use for those. It's a crafting thing that would basically just suck up my time for very little financial gain. So I think I'll just sell them as silver ingots.
I need a look that's unique, can't you see? Fetch me a tailor. Pick one who's free.
Sweet Belagar. When I sleep, I dream of you.
Belagarettes.
When I wake, I long for you.
We'll travel the land
Sweet
in
Belagor.
splendorous
When I
dress.
sleep, I
Example
dream
of
of you.
elegance,
When I wake,
style,
I
and
long
finesse.
For you, sweet Belagar.
Wild demon trap here.
When I wake, I long for you.
Not really seeing anything interesting here.
When I sleep, I
actually get the point of this place.
When I wake, I long for you.
I need a look that's unique, can't you see? Be praised, all divines, for a bright light now shines in this dread, dreary cave that was marked as my grave.
When I sleep, I dream of you. When I wake, I long for you.
Pretty
Oh,
true.
Belgar, how
Yeah.
I adore you.
Okay, anything interesting?
Oh, Belgar, how I adore you.
Not really, no.
Belgar, how I adore you. What a joy it is to be a Belgarette, the most favored of women.
Wind of Change might not be a horrible spell. This would allow us to keep summoned
My love, my own,
summoned sport creatures functioning.
Embrace me, do, sweet
Good range
Belgar.
too.
When I sleep, I dream of you.
Need
when
more
I
skills
wake,
to be able to afford this
I
kind of
long
crap.
for you. Sweet Belgar.
Ice elementals,
when I sleep,
worthless.
I dream of you. When I wake, I long
They have to be in a
for
very
you.
desperate situation to be able
Embrace
to
me,
want to
do.
cast these. Wouldn't be the first time we've been in those though.
What a joy it is to be a Belgar, the most favorite
Extra
of
Constitution +3 for 4 turns would be... maybe if we could combine this with a summoned, then that might be able to keep it alive.
When I sleep, I dream of you.
Maybe
When I
this would
wake,
be
I
useful if
long
you
for
have
you.
NPCs in the fight, because it would boost them too.
Oh,
3 extra
Belgar,
points of Constitution will be
it is to
hundreds
a
of points.
Belgar,
Okay,
the
the
most
hell.
favored of women.
But it's not a minor thing. Also, I think I have some of those already, yeah, 4. And I have had 0 interest in using them so far.
Sweet
I'm not sure how much money would
when
I want to
sleep,
throw
I dream of
away.
you. When I wake, I long for you.
Let's see.
Embrace me, do.
Could you identify some of my crap?
Sweet
No, I'll pay
Belgar,
cash
when I
money
sleep,
here.
I dream of you. When I wake,
I think this shopkeeper is temporary.
The most favored of women.
Oh, beautiful girl, the brightest star yet. You have to be. Oh, ignorant, there isn't a spell, no incantation arcane, that were the vague devils he saved the demons I summoned, they guarded my prison. You mean you do a jet? So hie thee to a store and take. Who is count? Furthermore, I divide. I, a Belgarette, a woman so blessed that her head she may rest against the red-hot confines of my amorous breast.
Yeah, how about
To you I'll.
no?
When I wake, I long
But
for
what is
you.
this is a talent of some sort.
My love, my own, my Belgar. Oh, Belgar, how I
It doesn't really
adore
sound like a
you.
bold, cautious move, because this sound exciting I mean might be bold, but no way I have better things to do. It doesn't sound
when I sleep,
cautious.
I dream of you. When I wake, I long for you.
We'll
when
see.
I sleep, I dream
Silly
of
woman
Pragmatic.
with
Okay, that's actually very good.
scrolls and my tomes.
I
And
needed
do not
more
forget
of
about
that.
my scissors and combs.
own,
We'll dazzle the realm with my glorious presence. For to meet Belgar is everyone's
When I wake,
presence.
I long
No, we didn't,
for
but it doesn't
you.
matter.
What a joy it is to be a Belgarette, the most favorite of women. My own, my Belgar, embrace me, dear. What a joy it is to be a Belgarette.
Commented so.
the most
That
favorite
alone
of
is
women.
worth coming here. That's more or less it.
I need a look that's unique.
Right. One challenge done here. Actually, it's the second one. There's 2 extra fights at least still remaining. That's one group. And I think there's invisible people around there. So I have to be a little bit careful with that. tiny pearl. What type of Pergamon should be with this group?
Sorry, pal, but not a soul's permitted to disturb the enlightened one. On guard.
Yeah, I can see some of the invisible thugs. Dietmar wasn't hostile or overtly hostile last time I was here. Not sure why he's hostile now. Thinking about an enlightened one? What type of thugs are you? They're more or less like the seaside thugs. Nothing too amazing. Well protected against poison, that's about it. Dietmar is surprisingly weak. He's weaker than the others. I sort of want to hit him with the rapture. See what happens. If it doesn't work, I'm totally boned. Yeah, they don't give a shit about that. Not a single fuck. Right. So, if they're gonna be hostile toward me anyway, and there's a campfire warming them up, I might as well try to spire attack to screw them over. Maybe a summoned creature might be the better approach. It's a fairly expensive thing to throw their way afterwards. And they're not exactly like in a massive group there, and they have reinforcements.
Sorry, pal, but none.
This ought to slow them down.
Fail. I'm mostly worried about the archer, so we'll focus on it first. Archers have specialty arrows, and now I'm slowed, so I'm gonna use a massive amount of action points. Why aren't the other guys joining the fight? They will, without a doubt, so why not now? Kill Dietmar, I think. I'm not sure I want to. Gotta kill something though.
Spirits of Ripple, I call you home to the earth.
Yeah, immediate reinforcement. 2 melee, 2 range. That's trouble.
See this? Watch very closely.
Hopefully the spider will attract their attention the most. I don't care about the damage coming our way, I care about the specialty arrows. If they get status effect on me, I'm low. Slow is already screwing me over pretty thoroughly. Curse arrow. The other guy might have something similar. Yep. Another specialty arrow. Poison. It's actually good for us. We'll die, but it spread the fire around a little bit. Get more stock. There should be more incoming people here. Right. Probably isn't gonna land exactly here, but I hope for the best. Yeah, at least I got them. And what about you? I think the spider is lost. The moment his turn comes up, he's dead, so I might as well move on to new things.
The dead walk among us.
He's dead. They're not all that badly injured yet, but they're in a position where either they heal now or they're prone. And I can easily spread the fun around a little bit, so there's no real escaping from the burden. Ah, he used an armor potion. Well, that's gonna stop the burning, isn't it? I need to block these guys rather than attack there. Alternatively, reposition myself a little bit. Can't see shit. If I leave from this place, I can't do anything else. If I use this, I can at least throw a grenade too.
Valiant dash.
Or kill him.
Face the unending darkness.
2 down. Triple. So melee and 2 archers. And the archers have wasted their specialty arrows. So they might still be able to do a decent amount of damage, but they're not that troublesome as far as I'm concerned. Throw them into the fire. Not in all the good places. I'm so crippled I can't do anything, or I'm so slowed I don't have action points. Still the fight is over. They're not in a good position and they're gonna keep getting... their situation is gonna get worse and worse and worse. Stunned. Minor healing isn't gonna cut it.
Demise.
Isn't all that much I can do. Hence, yeah, they're more or less boned at this point, or rather they are. No matter what they do, they can't really kill me. Right, nice little fight.
On the mend!
Staff of Pergamon. Poison resistance. They still had some specialty arrows. I'm surprised they didn't use them.
Treasure!
Still, that's another quest done for us. And we
It's
can
heating
create
up.
another one of these. Certainly have the extra cooking pots for it. Not really getting the mobile kitchen thing. I have a mobile kitchen in my inventory now. So this was a mobile kitchen, but all the other mobile kitchens before, those weren't true mobile kitchens. They were something else. Static mobile kitchens. Okay, this will be a lifesaver because I don't have to carry around any kind of heavy ore or anything like that. I can just use them immediately. So more or less, if I could haul an anvil with me, we could do everything without having to really go anywhere specific. Water barrel would be more useful in that sense. But yeah, that is very welcome. I knew that there's a way to carry around mobile kitchen, but I didn't know how the hell you're supposed to do it. Again, I suppose the game suffers with a lot of way. I probably complained about this or criticized it. The game suffers from a lot of inconsistency and polish, and these are some of the aspects where it shows. It doesn't matter. Yeah, it's fine that you can't take every fireplace with you, but I think that at the bare minimum there should be an indication which ones you can and which ones you can't. Like, I don't see any reason why the inconsistency exists. Like, there's no overall guy who basically said, this is our plan, this is everyone's going to do it. If there's some kind of other version of this, it has to be different. Like, all the campfires you have in this game that are like this, like, you can make them into mobile kitchens that you can take with you, and that's the end of it. There might be other types that are static, but they should all look different from the ones you are mobile. If there's a difference, I didn't spot it. It's too subtle for me. I would make a couple of arrows. I mean, we're picking up these arrow heads constantly. I'm not gonna start manufacturing them, but we might as well produce the ones we already have picked up. It'll increase the value of the item when we sell it. We could create water balloons or toxic grenades, which would lower their constitution if it hits disease. -3 to constitution and -2 to bodybuilding. So if it hits, it'll massively reduce their hit points and ability to resist certain type of effects. So it's a good opening shot against a group of people. It won't work on everyone, but it should make a big difference. I think this is another one of those inconsistencies. There are empty bottles and then there are empty bottles.
Another one for the collection.
Yeah, there are empty bottles that are ingredients. And then there are empty bottles that are just empty bottles. Why even make the difference? want to see if I can at least smash these, or are they totally super bubbles? Yeah, they're just bubbles that function in a very different way to bubbles. I'd like to say that they at least don't highlight them. The problem is they're named exactly the same, and the game has items of value that are also not highlighted, like there's golden plates. So this isn't something that's necessarily horrible or makes the gameplay experience shit. It's just it seems like there's some extra work gone into total nonsense, things that just make things more confusing and inconsistent. Make the crafting system harder to grasp for no particular gain. Usually when you create extra work for yourself and complicate things, there's a benefit of some sort that you imagine in the system. It makes the gameplay more compelling. So not everyone likes that, because it creates the management things usually too, so it might make things less straightforward and more tedious. But this is just more complicated things, more confusion in exchange for basically nothing. If you want to make just a cosmetic item, just have it something that you can't interact with. Seems simple to me. If it literally has no use, why the fuck do I can even pick it up? Or have them marked somehow, that the player knows immediately that this is just a thing. It's just a thing for you to move around, maybe trigger some traps, plates, but it doesn't actually do it. Simple mark of some sort. Yeah, Radagath might be the biggest challenge here if we want to fight him now. 600 hit points, air weakness, massive resistances all around otherwise, so I'm not sure we should pick this fight now. We have to go into this cave at some point, and that's probably a good opportunity to fight with Radagath. Voodoo Dolls might be a good way. I don't have a lot of air damage I can throw his way. The Sparkmaster sucked up most of my damage. I might have a couple, but not a lot. And the difference in damage doesn't seem that severe. He doesn't have piercing resistance though. Voodoo Dolls do piercing. But he has a lot of hit points, more than most of the bosses we've seen so far. This will be about 100, so we would have to use 5 of these, and that's not something that we can do quickly. He probably has some armor class after all, who knows. He also turns himself invisible, so this would be a challenging thing. Also summon sand golems. Sand golems, which is entirely pointless to fight because he can summon them a new batch anytime he really wants to. So he's the only thing we need to kill, not anything else. There's no point initiating the fight with something like a charm. He'll just summon the crap anyway. Or not summon anything, and I have no way to kill it in a single turn. Just thinking, could we start with a decoy of some sort? I'm sort of leaning toward yes. We have a conversation before that, so... Blunt. Okay, that's very nice. I think I needed Blunt desperately. And we were in the middle, now I get immunity to Green Charm. Fighting against golems is a mistake. It's a total waste of resources. Here's my plan. I was sort of thinking we might withdraw, alternatively try to go invisible when he did, and we only need to take him down.
I can defeat them all in a blow.
Maybe run away instead of going invisible though. Because if we could lure the Guardians away from wherever he's hiding, he would, once he loses the invisibility, he would be an easy target for us. You can always summon them again. He would be visible. Now I can't really do anything to him. Only thing you need to do is basically be purdy and act as a decoy. So attack. Don't do anything, just die. I wonder if the newly summoned creatures will have specialty arrows too. Yeah, that didn't take long. This might not be a good time to fight these. And the chase begins. What is Radagoth doing? The archers don't seem to do anything. That's interesting, because that would mean even if we fight the fight somewhere else, they would not really participate in it. And I don't think he recast the summon spell, Sand Golem summoning spell, unless they got any significant casualties. So if we don't touch them, and we may be able to separate from them, or split the group at least, get these guys to come with us, then turn invisible, then return here to fight the two archers and Radagoth, it would at least make things easier for us. We do need to stop you. You're a bit too fast for my taste. Still, sand golems are trapped. I want to attack them. What is Radagoth doing though? Is he following us? How would I know? I will make a quick save here. Turn invisible. Let's do a decoy. See what happens.
Shadows of hell breathe life into me.
Then go invisible. Now we wait. I think I'll head back toward the archers. I'm still wondering what Radagoth is doing though. Is he with the group that's here, or is he with the archers? I can still move no matter what. Now I'm invisible, so I can get a good opening hit on him even if he appears here. Radagast's turn ended immediately now. His location is the main problem here. Attacking him here, anything here is just like a gigantic waste of time. I'm looking for weird behavior on the movement. I'm not sure, it might not register invisible creatures, I don't know. Yeah, this is a shit show. If I don't do anything, they'll get a huge amount of action points and storage, which leads to nothing. Gotta try something. Okay, what are you doing? Yeah, this plan had a weakness. We have no idea where Redagath is. However, he didn't do anything. I might be wasting my time. Oh, there he is. So he's with the group that came after us. And if I wait long enough, he'll reveal himself before my invisibility runs out. That's the important part. So more or less where I put this, Radagath will also appear. So we can focus on bombarding him out. If I do any damage to him, he'll lose the invisibility. So grenades, I'll be able to take care of that. But the invisibility has to work.
Shadows hide your loyal
Without that
servant.
we have nothing. I can't survive 3 golems and Radagath at the same time. I can't kill Radagath in a single turn. But they might be able to do it, or something close to it at least.
Fiendish force!
And fuck me. Even if Radagath just appears enough to remove his, replenish his invisibility, that is enough for us. We just need his general location. So that is to be able to move him out because of the grenades. He probably isn't gonna move if he sees no hostiles. The archers will not contribute any damage to it. So there's only really 1 range guy and 2 melee guy we have to worry about. The melee guys might be easily distracted. Yeah, I think this is doable without too much fuss, and Radagath is probably somewhere here right now, running towards us. Save your action points. This way we might be able to get 2 turns more or less in a row. Yeah, this didn't go well though. He died too quickly. I need to get closer to them. We'll always delay our turn first. it'll give us an action, and Radagoth does something, then we do something. Yeah, there we go. Delay, delay, delay. Even if he turns invisible, we know where he is. Exactly where he is. But that's not alone, it's not gonna be enough. We don't really need a damage boost if we just want to smoke him out. Yeah, that didn't work. The reason I'm hesitant about some of these damage grenades is that I don't want a effect that lingers.
Secret ingredient,
I'm gonna try the charm route, which is I don't have the points for it, not anymore, because the first grenade turned to be shit. It has to be damage, not a status effect. Or the status effect has to actually fail. Right. Maybe so. Delay. Okay, I've already apparently delayed. We failed to apply shit. Can I even shoot him? Yes.
Stop it, try.
Keep power lowered. Could be immune to it.
We treat our
Wasn't.
conscripts like pigs.
Ah. Didn't see him using charm. This is more complicated because I wanted the sandy mount to actually be able to contribute significantly to this, but now it seems like that's not going to be happening. And I can't really attack Radagoth because the charm will just disappear. What if I attack the sandy mount? Because he's technically my ally now. But it'll also mean he's going to keep attacking me very likely. So no matter how I look at this, I'm not sure if it's a good idea. Yeah, I wonder how this goes. Absolute catastrophe. They don't do shit. Yeah, this isn't quite as simple as I thought. I think the fundamental plan is there, but
Vicious little needles.
there's a big but. I have to lower his willpower. There's no way around that, otherwise it's hopeless to try. I wonder if I could do something else besides the rapture though. I could silence him, which makes sense if he was actually charmed first. We probably can't do it that way. We could throw a charm grenade after we've muted him. Silence failed. Chance to resist silence 77%, even with lowered willpower. And the lower willpower didn't work. Okay, that explains it. So my goal would be lower willpower, mute, and use a charm grenade. I would still likely have a good chance of attacking him. It's this is not a good plan fundamentally though, because it requires for a lot of things to go away. This has to work. Yeah, it failed. But I don't. It doesn't fail because he resists. I think it fails because I have a 70% chance of succeeding with that skill, and it just isn't working. Low intelligence is screwing me here, not the Radagast doing anything. But still, I don't. I need something here. This is more of a me being saving myself into a corner here. There's enough saves, quick saves that I can get out of this. However, I'd like to see how the AI behaves once this plan actually works. Right, so mute. The grenade is the weak part of this plan. It only has a 50% chance of working.
I foresee a change of heart in your future.
Petrified. Okay, that didn't take long. And he's no longer charmed.
Your service pleases me greatly.
They have a fairly good chance of resisting things. I'm sort of thinking that I want to get the fuck out of here. I don't want them to target me all that easily. And they're dead. Yeah, this is not a solid plan. This is his own creatures are not gonna kill him. We have to kill him if we want him dead. So, plan B. Are you weak to anything? Air, which basically says he's not really weak to anything. Okay.
My pins are growing longer.
We should have muted his ass. That's what we should have done. He's sort of harmless once you mute him. Any kind of summon I could do. A lot of earth damage being thrown around. We could go with air. That might be better, because when an air elemental dies, it will electrify the surfaces on. So there's blood there and all that stuff. So even if they just immediately wipe it out, it could still play Radagast out of the fight for a couple of turns. Charm. Yeah, I didn't see that coming. Not sure why, because that's exactly what he's been doing every time he gets a chance to cast something. I'm actually surprised no one else is doing anything though. I still have my damage bonuses up. Chance to hit went down, but these things don't require a chance to hit. Probably going to heal his own ass. That's what I would do. Adrenaline.
Live like there's no tomorrow.
I'm not giving him a chance to do a goddamn thing.
Meet your demise!
And we just need to get the hell out of here at this point. There's no way they can kill me.